In other words, there are many kinds of people, and in the perspective of time, there are the ones who use their time wisely, and in other part, there are the people who don't. And let me ask you a question. What type of person are you? For me, I am actually this type of person. And let me change the question a little bit. What type of person do you want to be? This type or this type?
The second type.
Oh, good. Oh, okay, thank you. Actually, I studied about it, and I think that you prefer to be the person who use time more wisely. And thank you for your answers, and I really appreciate them. So I think about the reason of it. Next slide. I think it is because there are many books and people who are arguing that people have to use their time effectively. And the ability to use time effectively is being more important and important nowadays. But today I am not here to talk about how to use the time with planning. Let me change your ideas a little bit. So today I want to talk about, next slide, why is it good to be lazy sometimes? Next slide. Next. To start my presentation, I want to tell you about my definition of laziness. In my point of view, laziness is not just undoing tasks that are supposed to be, but having composure to do what he likes to do. Let me give an example for your understanding. So there are two children, and they are in the same class, and they have to do the homework which is due to tomorrow. And his name is Tom, and her name is Anne. And Tom really likes to play soccer, and Anne really likes to read comic books. However, Tom played all day long, soccer all day long, and didn't finish his homework. However, Anne read comic books for 2 hours, and then she started her homework and finished it until the due date. And in my opinion, and according to my definition, the appropriate laziness is used by her, because he actually didn't do what he was supposed to do, and he just delayed what he has to do and didn't do it. However, she delayed it, but actually because she did it, she used her laziness very appropriately. Next slide. And according to the Bertrand Russell, who is an anthropologist, he said that human beings need time to loaf their time away. And loaf their time away means to use their time efficiently by doing what they want to do. So he said that loafing the time induced the human beings to come up with much more great ideas, which is really creative and which can change the history of the human beings. Next, please. I want to give you some example of the great people who really were lazy. The first example is Charles Darwin, and he really liked to dissect particles. In Korean, it's dagebi. And for 8 years, he really dissected particles all day long. And because of this, his task of writing the origin of species was postponed. Next. And another example is Leonardo da Vinci. And the Pope Leo X officially said that he will not accomplish any task in his life, because Leonardo da Vinci enjoyed delaying doing his task. So for example, he said he can finish this painting in 9 months, but actually it took 12 years for him to actually finish it, which is really shocking. And I told you the importance of laziness and the people who use laziness efficiently, and now I want to propose 3 qualifications for efficient laziness, and which is my opinion. First of all, I think we have to know actual definition of laziness. As I said before, laziness is not just undoing things. It is delaying the things and do it before the due date. And for this, we have to recognize one situation correctly. And so we have to plan our time. We don't have to plan our time very correctly, but we have to actually know what test is due to what time? And what is last but not least is that we should not regret about unknown tests, and we should concentrate on present. So let's assume that we have spent 5 hours playing games or sleeping, and we have only 1 hour for due hour. We should not worry about the 5 hours which have actually gone, but we should concentrate on the last 1 hour and finish the test properly. And so, I want to sum up my presentation. I told you about the value of being lazy and great man who was too lazy. And finally, I told you how to enjoy laziness efficiently. I am not here to say that every people have to postpone their task consciously. However, what is important is that you have to acknowledge that you are imperfect. Maybe you can achieve your goal in your due date on time, but please don't criticize yourself. This is why I have kept saying that delaying things and having some time of laziness is important. And someday, the time you think you spent meaningless will help you in the future. Thank you for listening.